Hey guys, Devon Brown, the Success Renegade here. I'm putting together this very short video, and you need to watch it if you're not making any money online and you're tired of struggling. Now, just a forewarning, I'm going to be a little blunt, a little harsh, very, very honest with you on this video because what I'm talking about is not going to last for very long. So, please pay very close attention if I can get my tongue untied. Now, most people watching this video are struggling. You guys have been exactly where I was several years ago, and here's what I mean. When I first started out in this game, it took me about 4 years and $40,000, and I made back virtually nothing. Most of you guys can identify with that because you've been struggling online for years and years and years, or months, or maybe even weeks, I don't know, but chances are it's months or years, and you're still not making any money. And what you do is you invest in little things like these ebooks, a $50 ebook here, a $30 this there, a $100 home study course there, something to that effect, and you're still not making any money. Well, I'll tell you the one thing that you're missing, chances are, and this is my guess. Now, this is the majority of people, so if I'm talking to you and and this isn't you, then just listen, because I'm still going to say some stuff that's of the utmost importance. You see, my guess is if you're watching this, you know how to drive a car. And you're like, Devon, what does driving a car have to do with anything? Well, when you learned to drive a car, my guess is that you had somebody physically sitting next to you teaching you how to drive. Okay? Well, driving a car is a skill. You see, if I just gave you a book and said, read this book, and you read the book, and then I wouldn't say, here, read the book, and then you read it, and then I give you the keys to the car, because if I did that, I toss you the keys to the car, you'd hop on the highway and you'd kill yourself. Okay? You wouldn't do that if you've got kids. You wouldn't do that with your kids as well. You wouldn't say to your kids, watch this video. Have them watch a video and then toss them the keys to the car. They go on the highway and they get into 8 million accidents. Well, that's what you're doing in your internet business. You see, if you want to learn a skill, then the best way to do it is to immerse yourself in an environment with somebody who's more successful than you and have them physically help you build things. Now, the chances are that you've been to some kind of internet seminar before, internet marketing seminar, or work from home seminar before. Don't get me wrong, I love seminars, but you guys go and you travel the country to watch a bunch of people speak. Watching somebody speak, like you're watching me speak right now, watching somebody speak is not the same as getting somebody to physically help you build your business. Here's what you need if you want to be successful. Pay close attention. Hold on, let me see if I can find my black marker. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. Okay? This is you. Okay? This is your laptop. Okay? Hopefully you can see this. This is you. This is a laptop. This is a guru, an expert. And what I'm suggesting to you, pay very close attention, is that you get this person, because they're happy because they're helping you, to physically help you set up your money-making business online. You see, a lot of people sit there and I go through steps with them and I say things to them like, you guys need a squeeze page, you need a lead capture page, you need to have an autoresponder, you have this. And the majority of people I talk to, they say, well, Devon, I know all that stuff. Well, okay, well then where is it and how come you're not making any money? Seriously. This is like me saying to you, well, I know the components of a car, but that doesn't mean that I can build one. You're going to need a vehicle to take you from point A to point B, and what I'm suggesting is that you have somebody with more experience physically build this vehicle for you. Okay? Pay very close attention. Now, to do this, as a lot of you guys know if you've talked to me on the phone, to do this, it normally costs several $1,000s. Now, back in the day, we used to do classes where we would do this, and they'd be in the neighborhood of $5,000 to $5,500. I know that's a lot of expense, and most of you cannot afford $5,000, even though it's well worth it. And it's the one thing that I wish I had done 8 years ago, but most of you can't afford that. Here's the deal. A couple of internet millionaire friends of mine, Keith Wellman and Gary Ambrose, are going to do this with a small group of people in Atlanta. But it's not going to cost anywhere close to $5,000. Matter of fact, I was just looking at a home study course that I had purchased a while back, and that home study course was $3,500 for this big box of stuff, and my job was to go through it and then try to implement what this box of stuff said or told me to do. Again, it's kind of like getting a manual, reading a manual, and then hopping in a car. It doesn't work like that unless you already know what the heck you're doing. So here's what I want you to do. What they're going to do is they're going to take a small group, max 20 to 30 people. They're going to build your business for you. Set up your squeeze page, set up your autoresponder, determine your niche market, show you how to drive all the traffic in the world, and show you how to monetize stuff. You walk in with nothing. You walk out with an entire system set up ready to make you money. If you're interested in doing this, and by the way, you're not going to have to pay $50 or $5,000. You're not even going to have to pay the same amount that I paid for the home study course. If you want to come to Atlanta, spend 3 days with them in a total immersion environment, then call the number below. You can see their PayPal account. These guys know what they're doing. $700,000 in the PayPal account. I've included a picture before. Then here's what you need to do. It's, by the way, the dates are May 1, 2, and 3. And another thing, I don't want to hear any more excuses. I don't want to hear any excuses, okay? I made excuses myself. Oh, well, I don't really know if those dates are, if I can get off work. Get off work. It's worth it. You want to get out of work anyway. This is the fastest day. You will do and learn more in 3 days. 3 days with them in a total immersion environment than you will over the next 12 months trying to figure it out by yourself. I promise you that. Why? Because after 4 or 5 years of doing this stuff myself, I went to one of these classes where I actually had a guru start building stuff. And you know what? That's when I started making money. And I know a lot of you guys wanted to work with me, and you know I don't do that stuff anymore, but you couldn't afford to work with me. Well, if you couldn't afford to work with me, you said, Devon, you're $4,000. That's too expensive. Maybe I can come up with half. Maybe I can go. I understand. If you don't have that kind of money, that's okay. This is not free. It's not free, but if you're interested, you need to call the phone number below right now. We'll do a quick business assessment, and I'll tell you about the class. May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, Atlanta, Georgia, small group. You walk in with nothing. You walk out with everything set up, ready to make money. Period, point blank, end of story. No more excuses. Stop trying to play this game and trying to figure it out by yourself. You're just shooting yourself in the foot. If you're tired of failing, now's the time to take some massive action. And go ahead, call that number right now, and I'll talk to you soon.